Hello Aquariuses, welcome to your mid-month tune-up or check-in. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM, of course, and we can easily set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Aquariuses for the middle of October and moving forward from this reading? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine? Any messages you have will be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. For Aquariuses, middle of October 2021, what do you see? What do they need to know? Okay, and other things to mention are, make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love, not for what your love interest is. Thank you. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below. I will be reading specifically on your love, your career, your finances, and your health. Put your requests for your 2022 Sun Moon readings up in the comments. After I get my cast off in a couple of days, I should be able to get back on track with those. Check out my 2021 Sun Moon predictions that are still in my playlist. See if they rang true for you. I always like to see those comments. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Okay, so we're starting off with general energies. General energies, I'm seeing the High Priestess in the upright with the Three of Swords in reverse. So I'm getting from this that your intuition is kind of guiding you in regards to like what path you should actually be on, what spiritual path you should be on. If it's not you, then it's somebody advising you, but I feel like it's you. You guys have really great intuition. You know where you're going, and you know what direction you should kind of be going in. Just intuitively, you know, spiritual conversation with yourself, listening to your gut, and your gut saying, okay, this is what you should do. This is how we should move forward, and trusting in that. Trusting that, you know, if you feel it, you know it to be right, and then just go ahead and do that. I think it's in regards to moving on from something that was painful, a loss, being rejected somehow, a heartbreak of some sort. You're telling yourself it's time to move on from it. It's time to heal from that. It's time to kind of leave it in the past. For some of you, you might be seeking an apology. I'm going to say that's a small percentage of you. I don't feel like this is anything where you guys are dwelling, or I think you're making a decision for yourself and saying the right thing for you to do at this time is to move on from something that was very, very difficult. And you're telling yourself to do that, and you know it's the right thing to do. The problem is, in the challenge position with the Five of Pentacles in the upright, I think it's very difficult for you to do that. I think you're going through a really tough time, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's practically. You feel like you kind of got left out in the cold. You're feeling dejected. You're feeling rejected. You're feeling as though there aren't, you know, well, there are other options. So basically what I'm feeling is, though, in theory, it's great. You know it's the right thing to do. You're having a really hard time putting it into practice because it's a really difficult time for you. And the Queen of Wands in the upright indicates to me that you just don't have the power to do so, or you don't feel like you have the power to do so. So internally, you're telling yourself what you're supposed to do, but externally, I don't feel like you have the ability to do it. I don't feel like you have the I already said confidence, but I'm feeling the oomph for something like that. I feel like you're giving your power over to the situation instead of taking steps to kind of move forward. So the advice here is they're telling you to embody the King of Wands in the upright. The King of Wands in the upright is very powerful, okay? He's very fiery. He kind of decides he's going to do something. Whatever he decides he's going to do, whatever challenge he decides he's going to do, he just does it in a very mature way also. And I like him because he does it in such a way that people just are like, wow, you know, he does it so smoothly and so charming and doesn't like offend anybody. He really, it's a good look, okay? So they're saying to, you know, go ahead, assert yourself, kind of move past what you need to move past, and try to look good while you're doing it, so you don't offend anybody and you come out shining, so to speak. And I feel like when you do that, this entity, this person, this energy is going to come back. Okay. So, and go figure, that's how it always kind of works out. The minute that you're kind of doing well, or you kind of turn the page and decide I'm going to move forward powerfully, I'm going to move past this, is when the person, the entity, kind of comes lingering back. And the Death card in reverse is a card of Scorpio, if that resonates. So they're going to have a tough time accepting that you've moved on, accepting that you've gotten your power back, accepting that you're seeing your way forward, and it doesn't kind of include them. Now, keep in mind, although this does seem to be pointing towards a romantic reading, it does not have to be. This could be anybody, a family member, a foe, a friend, a colleague, what have you. But so the advice is, they're just letting you know that once you do this person could come back and try to make things difficult for you. So just be prepared for that. Hold on to your power, so to speak. We are having a Mercury retrograde going on, aren't we? I think it ends on the 17th, so maybe not. Maybe we're in post. But so, you know, this is something that could definitely play itself out. Now, the Empress card in reverse, I feel as though they don't get the response from you that they want. You aren't reacting the way that they want. So what they're doing is they're hovering. They're hovering over you. They're trying to get in your business. They're trying to see what you're up to. You know, being very much of a busybody. And it's very disruptive to your energy also as you move on from this reading, or out of the middle of October. So, you know, naturally, when somebody doesn't get what they want, they have to find out why. And I feel like that's what they're doing, because they're not used to, or they didn't expect this from you. I don't know why. I mean, you guys are Aquariuses. You blow off people pretty easily, blow off drama pretty easily. I was just laughing, like this total side story that was like hilarious, and God forbid that this person ends up being one of my viewers. I doubt it, but my daughter and I were getting a manicure like yesterday, and this woman came in, and she was really mad, and I mean, and it had nothing to do with the owner, and the owner, she just went off on the owner, this guy. I felt so terrible for him, and he was trying to accommodate her as best he could, and finally he just had it. He must have been an Aquarius, and he's like, okay, I'm done with you. He just gathered up everything and walked away from her, and we were like, wow, you know, because I don't know. It was funny. So that's my story. Anyways, but my daughter's an Aquarius, so she totally got that. Like, she doesn't have time for drama and stuff. We were both like, what is she doing right now? She had a meltdown. And she was calling him unprofessional. So anyways, if you are one of my viewers, I'm saying it wasn't a good look, okay? And nobody was paying attention to you. So, moving on. I'm sorry. Thank you for putting up with that story. Judgment card in the upright. Is clarifying the Empress card in the reverse. So it's interesting with this, because I feel as though when this person kind of behaves like this, when they start doing this, you see them clear as day. And you may not have seen that before. You might have given them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you did want them back in your life, or whatever, any kind of attachment you had. I feel as though once they start escalating and they have this sort of behavior, the Judgment card is you kind of sizing them up and saying, wow, you know, I knew that you had a tendency to be like this, but now that I see it, you're judging this person differently, but in a good way, because you realize that they don't have anything for you. So I do feel like this is going to enable you to move forward from them entirely, and definitely not look in the rearview mirror. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Additional message, the Hierophant card in the upright, where I feel as though you realize with this person, this individual, this entity, the two of you don't really, you're pursuing something else. I feel like you have become wiser. You have become more knowledgeable. You have connected with people that are more like-minded than you. So, and this, did I mention this was the card of Taurus? So, and I don't feel like this person fits in your life anymore. I feel like you're on another level. You're on another plane. So yeah. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below. I will be reading specifically on your love, your career, your finances, and your health. Put your requests up in the comments for 2022 Sun Moon predictions. My 2021s are still in my playlist, so be sure to check those out, see if they rang true for you. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Wow, all the cards are popping out for you. Yeah, High Priestess in reverse, knowing that this person is not a good person to hang around. You don't need to be involved with them, and your intuition is telling you so. So that's what I have for you all. I will see you in the Vimeo Aquariuses. Best of luck to you next month. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.